Welcome back. In the last video, we tracked a transaction problem back to the bottleneck server. In this video, we're going to drill down to find whether the application components are the root cause, or whether there's something else going on in the infrastructure causing this problem. Let's double-click on the application server to look at the application component and the server resources. I'm going to look at the server stack tab first to look at the overall machine's resources. Right away, it looks like we have high CPU spiking at the same time as our transaction problem. That's definitely something to investigate. But it's important not to just stop here, perhaps adding more CPU to this machine. That won't solve the actual root cause. We need to investigate further. To do so, go over to the Processes tab. Here's the web server process that was serving our transaction, and its response time spiked at the same time as our transaction problem. But if I look at its CPU and memory, it looks like this process is not the one consuming CPU on this machine. That seems to indicate that the web server process is not our actual root cause. With the data that FactFinder has about transactions, applications, and infrastructure all together, like in this full details view, you can test out hypotheses like I just did, testing whether or not web server was the cause of our problem. As you do so, you'll guide yourself towards root cause. Now we've completed step 3. Let's do the fourth step. Let's look around to see what's causing our CPU problem. This could be a number of things. Maybe there's another process on this machine hogging CPU. Or maybe there's a deeper infrastructure problem. I'm going to investigate further by following the lead that we already have. Let's sort by CPU and memory. Look, this backup process seems to have kicked up and consumed most of the CPU on the machine at the same time our transaction problem happened, and at the same time we saw the server's overall CPU utilization get this high. It seems pretty clear that the backup is our problem. Fifth, as you go to resolve this problem, let's make sure that we can verify that our fix actually solved the problem. It's important to keep in mind that you should only do one fix at a time. If you do multiple changes at once, it's impossible to know which change actually solved your problem. When you go and implement the fix, like stopping the backup, you can go back to live mode in FactFinder and verify whether service levels have actually been restored. In this way, you can verify that your conclusion about the root cause was accurate and that you actually solved the problem and that users have good service again. Let's recap. First, we started with users, looking at the problem that they were experiencing in the right context of the transaction at the right time. Then we followed their transaction across tiers to find the bottleneck component. Third, we drilled down to look at the application component, in this case WebSphere, and the overall server's resources. Then we looked around to see what was causing our problem. In this case, it was an unexpected backup process. Next, we're going to go fix the problem and verify that service was restored using FactFinder. Thanks for watching this video series on using FactFinder, the ultimate tool for IT infrastructure and operations teams to monitor and solve problems with their critical applications. I hope you found this series valuable. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. My name is Adam Long, and you can reach me at along@bluestripe.com.